Hello and welcome to another Friday function with me, Oliver Franks, solution consultant at Anthesis. And this week, it's not really a new function that we're going to talk about, but more a new way of working across the world. And this is a request that we had from one of the customers that I've been working with, which was a little unexpected and actually a really good question at the time, which is when we're working in service, in this instance, in this example, and someone reports time, how do I know when that person has actually started that job? And that job that I'm looking at here, how do I know what time zone that time is actually in? So you may have noticed as you work through some of the functions in IFS Cloud that in some areas you'll have this flag at the top that tells you which time zone that user is in. That is dragged from the account settings against the user. We can see that's driven just here by the time zone. Then it says show my time zone on the app bar. So if you're a global company, you may want to have that always on. And what that effectively does is show that up here. So if we just go back one screen, the difference that makes to any times in IFS now, and I'll just fold some of this back so that we can see this, is that now I get an actual start date on my service and actual finish, which is reported in the local time with a little flag here that tells me that this was reported at that time CET, and therefore what time it would be in UTC or Universal Coordinated Time. So the addition of this time zone management means that as a global business, IFS can now track when this task was started and when it was finished and hold it both in the local time, so you can see whether or not your engineer started at 9 and finished at 5, and which time zone they were in when they reported that, or which time zone they had registered when they reported that. So yeah, further support for global businesses via time zone management in IFS Cloud. Enjoy.